We got to get into the mailbag. Let's go ahead and answer some listener questions right now.
Mailbag.
Mailbag, yeah! All right. If you have a question, you go to the website, thefantasyfootballers.com. Click on the Submit a Question button and send it into the show. We answer a few of these as often as we can. James in Annapolis. Who do you want rest of season, Stefon Diggs or Amari Cooper?
That's a clever question. I'm going to go with Amari Cooper. I think Derek Carr's been too good. He's a much better quarterback than Teddy Bridgewater. They're going to air it out more. This week, obviously, I think was matchup based, but I would go Cooper.
Yep, I'm sticking with Cooper.
Yeah, I'll hang with Mr. Cooper. Right. Jonas, not Jones. Jonas in Seattle, huge fan. After last night's game, would you start either Denver running back in your lineup, and which one? I would start Ronnie Hillman.
Yeah, I agree.
Well, you got to monitor the injury.
Correct.
I'm not going to start him if he's not playing.
Well, but I mean, like, let's say that Ronnie Hillman is
never
out.
say never, Jason.
Okay.
Let's say he's out. Is this Fievel? Never say never.
No, it's not.
Would you start Anderson if Hillman is kind of limited all week?
If he's out
in the right matchup, sure.
I'm not saying out. I'm saying limited.
If he's
all
limited,
week.
I would not play CJ Anderson.
Okay.
No. Fool me 8 times. All right, Andrew in Newton. Who should I start this week? Drew Brees against the Titans or Big Ben against the Raiders?
Wow.
Big Ben did not look so good.
Are those both road games?
I would have to check that.
Yeah. Do you chase
week 9?
Do you chase the points here? Because
I don't think you're chasing with Brees at this point.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Because he's kind of ramped up.
And the Titans,
not that 7 isn't burning hot white flames. It's in New Orleans.
Then
it's the Titans going into New Orleans.
Then it's Drew Brees for sure.
Yeah, and the Raiders are going into Pittsburgh. But yeah, go ahead and go with Brees.
You get Brees. Brees looks healthy. Big Ben does not. Maybe another week.
You see how slow he was?
Yeah, that's what I'm referring to. He just the opening drive was great, and then everything after that was pretty rough.
All right, Mauricio. There you go. That's way better. In New York City. You can't do 2 at once. If next year's fantasy draft was tomorrow, is Todd Gurley the first overall pick?
Yep.
Probably.
Yep.
Yeah.
If it's any kind of keeper dynasty, definitely.
Yeah, and I love Bell is in the consideration.
Yeah, but he said tomorrow.
Good point.
Tomorrow, and honestly, Julio Jones will be he'll be talked about as a top 3 pick next year.
Connor in Astoria, New York. Hey guys, I'm down 4.5 points going into tonight's Monday Night Football game, and I need to withstand a big victory. I have Hilton and Moncrief with one receiver spot open. Who's a more of a sure thing to come up with at least 5 points? It's not even close to me. The league is full point PPR, and I'm fully aware of the Josh Norman effect. Thanks for your help. T.Y. Hilton, going away.
I would say Donte Moncrief.
Oh yeah.
So you're gonna be the tiebreaker here, and Andy,
that's just
you and I have a water bet.
So silly.
No, we got a water bet, right?
Moncrief might have the bigger game. But
that's what I'm saying.
It's so silly to say he's more safe than Hilton. I mean, Hilton's their number 1 wide receiver. He gets it every week.
Have you seen? So does Moncrief. Moncrief has been double digits every single week.
No, he has not.
One exception where they had Matt Hasselbeck throwing the ball in Houston.
I just think it's ridiculous. But
I don't understand how that could be ridiculous to say a guy that's getting
we're
double
talking
digits
about who
is more safe when he's not being covered by Josh Norman. So where's a water bet here? Straight up. Hilton versus Moncrief.
So last week, Moncrief was 4 for 34.
Okay.
So if he does that this week, does this guy end up winning his league?
In
full point PPR, I guess he does.
Yeah.
But that's not necessarily... Yeah, okay. There you go. Now you're jumping on 4 for 34.
Why won't you take this bet?
Thank you, Mike.
What is the bet?
It's just T.Y. Hilton versus Moncrief.
We already made a bet.
This is another one.
This debate is about getting to 5 points. It's not about who's got the highest upside for the game. I'm not making a Hilton versus Moncrief. I don't think Hilton necessarily scores more than Moncrief tonight. I'm just saying from a purely logical standpoint, it's just like saying, okay, Julio Jones is going up against Josh Norman, and you've got Hankerson on the other side.
No.
Who's the safe for 5 points?
Is not Julio Jones.
And Hankerson is not Moncrief. Hankerson has had many worthless games this year. That's what I'm saying is the difference here. Is you've got a good number one and a great number two.
So target wise, T.Y. Hilton, 14, 7, 7, 13, 9. Isn't targets going to give you a bit of an indication of what's going on?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't.
So
I don't have
here's Moncrief's
disagreement with that.
Here's Moncrief's last 3 weeks: 7, 9, 3. So that's not much different. All right, let me summarize this.
So
for you
will not take the bet? Is that correct?
No. Let me summarize because the bet is not what we're talking about. Let me summarize it. You will win no matter which one you start. Okay. That is what I really believe.
Fair enough.
I do believe that you'll win with if you need 4.5 points. Go either way. Are we good?
For me, my rankings say Hilton.
This is not about you, Mike. No, I'm
with him.
Well, that's the tiebreaker there. So go Hilton.
So Mike's going. This is a Bermuda Triangle. Mike's going Andre Johnson. I'm taking T.Y. Hilton. All right, that does it for today's show.
So according to our friends at Pro Football Focus,
oh, good. Moncrief has been a better wide receiver than Hilton.
I'm just saying Josh Norman has been the second best cornerback in the league.
That's fine. Watch Hilton get 2 tonight, and I kill this guy, and then we're all sad.
One of us won't be.
Yeah. All right. So, hey, we're out of time. This is Andy Holloway, Mike Wright, and Donte Moncrief. We'll be back tomorrow. Thanks for listening to the show. Talk to you later.
Go to jointhefoot.com. Goodbye.
Thank you for listening to another edition of the Fantasy Footballers Podcast. Don't forget to visit us on the web at www.thefantasyfootballers.com and follow us on Twitter @TheFFBallers.